Hi, I'm introducing here Julio Monzon,
Hello.
the owner of Leo's Cafe, a restaurant food business located in Miami, Florida, and Coral Gables. I have a few questions for you for tonight. What made you decide to open your own business?
Well, the first time, kind of a family business, have my own, be my own boss, have my own time, um, open a new view in our life, you know.
I understand. What or who was the inspiration to start up your business?
First of all, was my family, you know. Um, the food industry is, m- you know, most of it is that, family heritage. My grandpa was a cook. My dad is a cook. I have a brother also that is a cook. So it was most of that things was a family tradition, a family um, thing.
You guys would pass down recipes and
That's correct.
whatnot.
That's correct.
How much time, money, planning did it take to decide before opening a business?
Okay, that's a very good question. Time, it was we will spend some time. First we take it uh, as an idea. Then we have to shape that idea. After that, we pass to you know how to give that idea a rolling things, to make it,
Start.
yeah, make it start, and to make it not that idea, make reality, make that idea real life, and after that we start seeing how much money we have to put that idea to work, and from there, we put a budget, and from that budget we start looking for a business that accommodate that our plans,
Alright, your
our
idea.
things.
I see. How did you go about finding a location for your business? Was it like a specific spot you're looking at? Is it a random location?
Yeah, we that was something that we from the beginning of was trying to find a place that had minority offices where we can have, for example, we try to do it like uh, breakfast and lunch, and in order to do that we need um, a place that had a lot of worker office where we can find customers that need that kind of product, which is breakfast and lunch, because dinner is more complicated,
I see.
for me that I have kids, that I have,
Yeah, you judge it based on the location for
that's correct.
people
That's
coming in the
correct.
morning. I see. Okay.
That's correct.
How did you obtain like the startup capital, like start the business, more or less?
Well, I have some saving first, then I run in this friend, and in between me and that friend we put a capital together, and then we start, from there.
How, what, when, and where do you advertise or and promote your business?
Okay, in the beginning we use our own workers, passing flyers, passing menus. Then we go a little step,
More in depth.
yeah, higher. We use Yahoo. We open our own web page. We advertise in Facebook. We advertise in Google. We advertise in Yahoo. Most,
Are there any license requirements for your business?
yeah, we need uh, tobacco and alcohol license.
Employees, but you mentioned that it was family orientated.
Yeah, most of the time, what you know I like for them is attitude, and how to face different tasks in our job, which is very versatile. Like every day, you have to go through different things, and like, for example, the weather, things like that. I have guys that deliver food, and those guys have, you know, have to face different tasks every day, like raining,
Oh, yeah.
cold temperatures,
Yeah, have to deal with the weather and how to.
traffic,
Okay.
traffic, you know, buildings, and different things that those guys have to follow rules. You know, they have to follow.
I see. How many different positions are available to apply for in your business?
Right now, we have everything covered. You know,
So to clarify, there's like
yeah,
register, there's
register.
kitchen,
Yeah,
waiters,
that's great.
delivery you mentioned
Delivery
earlier,
boys. That's great.
and then you're the manager of. So there's no manager.
And at the same time, I take care of the kitchen. At the same time, I take care of how to and where to buy food and all that.
And then there's a bus boy as well. I'm guessing.
That's great.
Or,
That's great.
actually, were you hesitant? Were you ever hesitant about working with family members?
Yeah, that's a very good experience. Um, uh, I have my uncle worked for me for a little bit for a little time. And it's good. It's a very good experience because we keep it in like I said, in a very family environmental things. You know,
It's all professional.
yeah, all the time, all the time.
How do you evaluate your employees? Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I used to value like attitude first. You know, how that person face uh, different tasks every day, that and in the job that he have to do. Um, of course, that person to be um, loyal, or or how to say it, valuable in some
So,
yeah in some sorts.
okay. What steps do you take in disciplinary actions before ultimately firing an employee, if you've ever fired anybody?
We usually have a chat, conversation, a verbal things. Let him know that person that what he's doing wrong. Um, what is the you know the steps that he have to follow in order to not disrupt our line or our activities, everyday activities. We usually have a friendly chat. Let him know his mistakes and all that. And then if it is necessary, well, ultimately decide to tell that guy that we don't need it anymore because he don't adapt to our system. That's something that I usually sorry about that, but
Yeah, no, it's part of life.
yeah, but it's part of that.
Um, what company incentives do you offer your employees?
Well, um,
Like, do they get to eat for free?
yeah,
Is
they
it like,
yeah they have breakfast for free. They usually have lunch for free. They can drink whatever they want, always in a certain amount or you know of things. But they have breakfast for free. They have lunch for free.
yeah, as long as they don't take
That that,
advantage.
that's correct.
I agree.
That's
I
the
agree.
that's the word. Yeah, that's the word.
Um, how has handling your own business affected your family? Maybe lack of time from seeing them. Maybe the stress. Has it played any
Yeah, the
effect?
the food business is a very very demanding of time for whatever person that they had involved in this business. But yes, time is the most
But
of yeah that have that role because you have to spend a lot of time. You know, like like in the morning you have to go be right there. Then in the afternoon when you close at 5 o'clock, so you have to go to a market and go shopping and then go back and fill it up everything like sodas from salads. You know, so at the end, yeah, it's a very demanding of time business. Yes, and for your family too.
I see. What succession plan do you have for your business? Would you like to expand it, if anything, pass on your business to children, family, make it traditional?
If he like it, if my kids like it, yes, I would like to do that. Expanding in this economy is really hard, especially in the food industry. Um, but yeah, that's something I'm trying to to work every day to see how I can expand my logistic to a different uh, other places, to have to be more versatile in this business.
Um, what kind of, in general, what kind of day-to-day things would you have to do in the at work? Like you said, you mentioned you had to go there earlier, but then everybody you have to set up. Like throughout the day, just give me a course of your day outline, an outline of what would you would do in a day-to-day course.
Well, I start at 6 a.m. in the morning. I open the restaurant. Um, I have to be there for breakfast. Help the guys, help the, the workers to put together breakfast. Then, from breakfast, I have to put everything together for lunch. And after lunch, we have to, I have to start doing things of how to, okay, how to work in trying that don't get short in merchandise. So usually at 5 when I close the business, I go to these food places like Costco, like Restaurant Depot, um, to
Resupply.
resupplies everything. Then I go back to a restaurant. When I finish, maybe that's at 8 o'clock, 8:30. Put everything together, get you know prepare for the very next day.
Okay.
So usually my day ended up between 9:30. That's the end of my day.
Okay. Okay. Um. Wow, that's a long day. But what is the worst experience you have experienced while operating in your business?
Well, the worst experience that I usually experience is when the customer is not satisfied. You know, that's really hard for me because my main work, my main energy that I put in this business is like every day try to, you know, um, find how I can work to satisfy that customer in quality of the food, in quality of the how to how to handle the service, quality of environmental things like that. That's my main. That's my
What is the best advice you could give to someone starting their own business?
The best advice for me is to be patient because this is especially right here in Miami. This is a business that you have to be very patient because if you're gonna start from scratch, you have to dealing with a lot of things, with a lot of especially from the city, um, especially from the states. They you have to go through different inspections. The fire department have to come, so you have to be very patient, very patient. Try to find the right place that you are going to put your business because there's the food business is um, very big. If you're gonna do Cuban cuisine, if you do Italian cuisine, French cuisines, you have to know, where is the location
The demand.
that you're gonna have.
Okay. Um. Well, that's just anything else you would like to tell me about your business or owning a small business in general? Any specific?
For me, it's been a very good experience. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from other customers that have been interacting with my business, and for me, it has been very good.
Great. Well, that's perfect. That's all that matters. It's the learning experience in the end, and that's how you start and end up. Well, once again, Julio Monson, thank you for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.